Line-by-line explanation of the poem The Wild Swans at Coole by William Butler Yeats.
Line 1. The trees are in their autumn beauty. The poem opens with a beautiful, calm image of nature in autumn. Autumn is often symbolic of maturity, aging, or the later stages of life. The trees are at their most colorful, yet it is also a time of decay, reminding us that beauty is fleeting. The tone is reflective, and this seasonal detail sets the mood for a poem full of personal and emotional reflection. Line 2. The woodland paths are dry. This line continues the peaceful autumn setting. The dry paths suggest a certain stillness and silence in the woods, perhaps showing how nature is preparing for the coming winter. The dryness may also hint at emotional emptiness or a loss of freshness in the speaker's own life. Line 3. Under the October twilight the water. The scene is now set in the quiet light of twilight, the time between day and night, which symbolizes transition. October, being deep in autumn, enhances the feeling of aging and change. Twilight also suggests the end of something, perhaps the end of youth or a particular stage in the speaker's life. Line 4. Mirrors a still sky. The water is calm, so calm that it reflects the still sky like a mirror. This calmness reinforces the quiet, introspective mood. The stillness above and below symbolizes a kind of emotional pause or stasis, where everything feels frozen in time. Line 5. Upon the brimming water among the stones. The lake is full, touching the edges of stones, showing it is at capacity. This could reflect the speaker's own heart or mind, full of thoughts and feelings. The word brimming may also hint at the overflowing of emotion that the speaker is about to express. Line 6. Are 59 swans. The speaker carefully observes and counts the swans, 59 in total. This precision indicates a deep attentiveness, maybe even an emotional attachment. Swans traditionally symbolize beauty, love, and continuity, which stands in contrast to the speaker's changing inner world. These first 6 lines form the first stanza, structured in a regular pattern with alternating rhymes, abab, and iambic pentameter. This gives the stanza a steady, flowing rhythm, matching the calm lake and meditative tone. Line 7. The 19th autumn has come upon me. Now the speaker reveals that it has been 19 years since he first saw the swans. This suggests a personal tradition of visiting the lake. It also shows the passing of time and signals how much his life may have changed in these years. The phrase "has come upon me" implies that time has crept up quietly but unavoidably. Line 8. Since I first made my count. He recalls the exact moment when he began counting the swans, reinforcing the significance of the memory. There is a tone of nostalgia and longing here, as if the speaker yearns for something lost. Line 9. I saw, before I had well finished. Before he could finish counting the swans this time, they suddenly moved. This interruption shows how life, like nature, is unpredictable and dynamic. It marks a shift in the poem from stillness to motion. Line 10. All suddenly mount. The swans take flight without warning. The word mount means to rise into the air, which emphasizes their strength and grace. Their sudden movement breaks the stillness of the earlier lines. Line 11. And scatter wheeling in great broken rings. The swans scatter in large circles, but not in perfect formation. Broken rings suggests wild, irregular movement. This highlights both their freedom and the untamed beauty of nature. Line 12. Upon their clamorous wings. Their wings make a loud, echoing sound, clamorous meaning noisy or energetic. This adds a sensory contrast to the earlier silence and stillness. It also suggests vitality and passion, qualities the speaker now lacks. This stanza deepens the contrast between the swans and the speaker. The rhythm and meter remain mostly in iambic pentameter, helping to maintain a poetic flow while capturing both stillness and sudden movement. Line 13. I have looked upon those brilliant creatures. The speaker has observed the swans for years and still finds them radiant and full of life. Calling them brilliant emphasizes their beauty and timeless energy. Line 14. And now my heart is sore. This is the emotional turning point. Despite the swan's brilliance, the speaker feels pain or sadness. It suggests that he no longer feels connected to their vitality, possibly because of aging or personal loss. Line 15, all's changed since I, hearing at twilight. Everything has changed since the first time he saw them, long ago at twilight. The repetition of twilight reminds us again of endings, and the phrase all's changed adds a tone of regret. Line 16, the first time on this shore. He remembers his younger self standing on this same shore. This moment is etched in his memory, full of freshness and excitement, which makes the present feel even more empty in comparison. Line 17, the bell beat of their wings above my head. The swan's wings made a powerful and rhythmic sound, like bells. This simile gives a sense of sacredness to the memory and reminds the speaker of the intensity of that first encounter. Line 18, trod with a lighter tread. He walked more lightly back then, both physically and emotionally. Lighter tread suggests youth, hope, and optimism, now lost as time has weighed him down. This stanza reflects deeply on time, memory, and change, key themes of the poem. The contrast between past and present is painful, and the swans become symbols of what the speaker has lost. Line 19, unwearied still, lover by lover. The swans are unchanged. They move in pairs, lover by lover, which emphasizes companionship and enduring love. Unwearied means they are still full of life and energy, highlighting how different they are from the tired speaker. Line 20, they paddle in the cold. Even in the cold water, they continue gracefully. The swans are unaffected by discomfort, showing their strength and harmony with nature. Line 21, companionable streams or climb the air. They move together in water or in flight. The word companionable suggests closeness and affection. They are never alone, unlike the speaker. Line 22, their hearts have not grown old. Unlike the speaker, the swans remain youthful and passionate. This reinforces the emotional gap between him and the creatures he once felt connected to. Line 23, passion or conquest, wander where they will. Wherever they go, the swans carry love and strength. Conquest might imply their dominance in nature or their pursuit of romantic connection. Either way, they still live fully. Line 24, attend upon them still. These qualities, passion, power, love, continue to surround the swans. This ending line suggests that while everything else may fade, the swans remain eternal. This stanza shows the contrast between human aging and the seeming immortality of nature. The swans represent an ideal the speaker can no longer reach. Line 25, but now they drift on the still water. The focus returns to the present. The swans are now calmly floating. Drift suggests natural movement, but also a sense of them moving away from the speaker emotionally. Line 26, mysterious, beautiful. The swans are not only lovely but also mysterious, there's something unknowable about them. This could symbolize how the speaker feels disconnected from the beauty he once understood. Line 27, among what rushes will they build? The speaker wonders where the swans will go next to build their nests. This shows uncertainty about the future, and perhaps fear that these beautiful things will move on without him. Line 28, by what lake's edge or pool? He imagines the swans in a new home, far from him. This represents his fear of loss, not just of the birds, but of meaning, beauty, and connection. Line 29, delight men's eyes when I awake someday. He imagines waking up one day and discovering they've vanished. He fears that others will enjoy their beauty while he is left behind. Line 30, to find they have flown away? The poem ends with this haunting question. It expresses a deep fear of abandonment, change, and the loss of beauty and meaning. The tone is sorrowful and uncertain, ending not with resolution but with the pain of possible loss. Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.